Hey guys, sorry I'm gonna have to talk a little quiet, so you're probably gonna have to turn up your volume. It's really late here, and I was looking through guitars and everything, because, I like guitars a lot. So, so I was looking around, I really kind of wanted a metal guitar. This is kind of what I've been playing a lot more, mostly, as of late, that's what I've been more or less playing. Just normal metal, not like deathcore or anything, but nothing too light, just normal metal, I guess. Um, but I don't really like going through all that kind of thing. So, but yeah, so I have a really messed up strat, and the neck is all weird and everything, so I'll deal with that later. But I kind of got a strat that I can kind of play. And then I got my LP, which can play metal a lot better than a Strat, but I really wanted a metal guitar. So this is what I came up with. Right now at school, I have another Strat body. It's a Squire. There's a big crack in it, and without the bridge, you can see it. And the pickguard is kind of going through here, and it's through the whole guitar, and it's really not that hard to fix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue that crack up, and the other body. It's the same exact body, pretty much. And I'm gonna cut it out. So what I did was on this, this is kind of just a demo because I haven't seen this at all on YouTube. How to like transform a guitar body. I've just seen like how to make a $50 guitar into like a 350. But if you have a guitar body and you don't really want that look, um, it's always easier to go smaller because then you can cut pieces off rather than putting things on, obvious things. So I kind of came up with this. It's always good that you have a good big body like a Strat, because believe it or not, a Strat body is kind of a big body in comparison to a lot of other ones. So that makes it good that has a good basis to be able to cut things out. So I just made a simple kind of axe shape. So all the red is what was the Strat, basically. So everything that you see the red in, that's a Strat body. Now this kind of angled section out here that has a scribble in it, that's like a no-go zone. Like that's as far in as I can go because of electronics and everything. I wanted to make it very, very big just in case I ran into other problems. I didn't want to make it as skin tight as possible. So that's that. And then all of this gray area here is all the angles. So what I'm gonna kind of go here with here instead of a like a Strat where it's all rounded and everything. I'm gonna go more with like a SG kind of look where on the beveled areas where not really round. Sorry, where it's not really rounded, but it's more at an angle. Now, obviously, right about here, it's gonna be a little bit difficult because it's already angled down, but I'll get around it a little bit. If not, then I'll just have this whole thing kind of angled down. But yeah, so this is what it's gonna mainly look like, and it's also gonna have that. But the cool thing about it is, I use the bridge pickup more than anything else. So what I'm gonna do is I'll find a loaded pick guard, and I'm gonna make the pick guard the same color as the guitar, so it's not so conspicuous. So it doesn't look like it has a pick guard, because originally I didn't want it to have a pick guard, but it's really hard to make a body without the Strat style as far as getting all the electronics where they need to go. So I'm going to make the pickguard really inconspicuous. But what I'm going to do is going to have a humbucker on the bottom, or something that can hold a humbucker. And so what that will do is I can get a high output, I can actually make it sound like a metal guitar that won't sound like a Strat, it won't have that twang or anything, because I'll change everything in there basically. So it's kind of funny because it's going from a Strat to this weird metal guitar. I don't know. For me, it's kind of just kind of funny to think about, especially from what it is. So the reason why I'm not, a few reasons why I'm not making a body out of scratch is: one, super expensive; two, time consuming to make; and three, this already has all the exact measurements for me. If I were to make it out of scratch, I would have to measure out all the measurements for where the bridge is, otherwise everything just won't work. So this way I have a little bit of a cushion. So that means all I need to do is cut out these shapes, and I'm done. Then I need to buy a pick guard, electronics, and everything, but otherwise the body's done. Probably the first thing we're going to buy is the bridge, so then I can at least play it before I actually put the electronics in, just to see if everything feels nice, if it feels good in my lap, kind of like what I did with that. And if you guys want to see a video on this one, I can try and get one. And yeah, my floor's a mess, but whatever. But yeah, what I did with that one is pretty cool. So if you guys want a video on that, I can tell you guys about it, which really, the story behind it is kind of funny and the most ironic thing ever. But if you guys want a story about that, I can put it in another video. Go ahead and ask me, or if by the time, I don't know, I'll probably just do it anyways. So whether you want it or not, I'll probably do it anyways. So but yeah, it's really nice. I'm gonna do a few revisions, like this right here has a little bit more of an angle than that. And since I have a little bit of playroom, I'm gonna probably do. So I'm gonna take this and round it out a little bit more. Not that much, but just a little bit more. Because this is a little bit too angular compared to the rest of the guitar body, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I really like it because it keeps some of the natural style. And I did kind of get the idea from this from looking at a lot of metal guitars. I saw the axe. So what it was is I had these same kind of horns, and it came down, and it kind of fanned out, and then it curved, and then it went back in. So I had that axe look. And then I saw the ESP-FRX, I believe it's called. Awesome guitars, by the way. I am not promoting it or anything. I'm not being paid to promote it, but the guitars are really, really nice. Too expensive for me, though, but they're really nice. So I kind of saw that, and I was like, huh, I like it because it kind of looks like the traditional look. I'm not saying that like a strat because that's kind of broad, but that traditional rock look of the double horned look, and it kind of just gave it a little bit more of an edgy look, and that's kind of what I wanted to do here. I wanted to have it a little bit more edgy, still kind of have like that reminder of, oh, it kind of looks like it looks familiar, but it also has a little bit more of that edge to it. And now I don't mean that literally. I mean, kind of, but I mean, you know what I mean. It kind of just looks intimidating. It looks like something that people usually don't see. So, and the great thing is it's gonna be completely playable. Disclaimer though, I'm not claiming like this is my design, or okay, well, I did come up with this design. I just drew it out. But if there is another one out there, I'm not trying to steal it or anything. I completely freehanded this. I didn't look up an exact replica or an exact style and completely drew it down here and said it's mine. And also, I didn't make this. I'm not making a guitar. I'm just shaping it how I want and then adding electronics. Same thing what I did with that guitar. I didn't make it because I'm not using. I'm actually just using a Squire body. So yeah, I wanted to get that out of the way because a lot of people, oh yeah, that's a cool guitar that you made. Like, well, I appreciate it, but I didn't make it really. I mean, that one I only made like half the guitar, and you can see which parts I made. With this one, I'm just carving out of stone, really. So, I hope that's not like a disappointment or anything. I'm pretty sure most of you are like, well, duh, already got that part, but I just kind of wanted that reality check for everyone, including me, because sometimes they'll get carried away too, like, oh. So, but yeah, so that's the guitar. I should be making this on, or okay, not making, but carving all this out on Thursday, and I'll show you guys that. So, see you later. Bye.